There's no intro. We just go right into it.
Just like that?
I told you last time, Omar. It's the last time I'm going to tell you.
That was kind of smooth.
Hey! No, I'm just joking.
All right, bro.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Talksome.
Come on, dude.
Bro.
We
I'm just joking.
talked about it, bro.
All right.
We just talked about it.
We are talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 2. So, how'd you like the episode? Initial reaction from this compared to episode 1.
I like the way it's going. Honestly, it was. I think the second episode really brought it up more. You know, I'm starting to see a pattern with these Marvel series that it seems like they start off slow, but they kind of pick up. Why?
Exactly.
Right? I mean, I'm just going off of 2
and
episodes.
then the last episode's obviously crazy.
Yeah, because the first episode didn't really catch me. I mean, yeah, they have a cool little, couple battle scenes in there that were cool, but like the story itself didn't capture me. The second episode, the story got me more than the action itself.
Definitely. Heck yeah, man. So it starts off with John Walker, and I love this, that we're seeing his backstory. They're kind of trying to like give him some humanity a little bit, because we find out the first episode starts with him being like at his high school, his old high school or something like that, getting ready to put on this Captain America suit.
Bro. I thought that was super cliche, like being in the locker room, everybody's chanting in the background, getting a pep talk.
I'm sorry.
Oh, bro, you're good.
Does that play through?
Yeah. We hear it.
Oh, through here?
Yeah.
Why is the laptop connected to that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's good.
I'm just.
So he's getting ready to put on the Captain America suit, and he goes out there and he's talking to Good Morning America. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's the news channel. Okay, so he's getting interviewed by the news lady, and he says something like, how did a person like me get to this place, or whatever? And she's like, well, don't be humble about it. And apparently this dude got 3 Medal of Honors, right? And he's like pretty much this perfect soldier. The Harvard was like studying his body because he was so like amazing, which is fascinating because I thought we would have saw him with the super soldier serum, but it's seeming like he doesn't have it, right?
Or they're implying that he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
What's it called? What I thought was funny about that, how they're going off of like how he's like a great guy and whatever. He was chosen like that. I remember you were talking about it like last weekend when we were talking first on episode 1 when you were like, oh, he's kind of that. In the comics, he's just a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
But like you already see how they're already setting him up to look like the most perfect dude ever. Class athlete. Like you said, 3 medals of honor.
Yeah.
Like he's an all around good guy. So I like how they're starting to present. Really present his character because we don't know anything about him because they barely showed him.
Yeah, exactly.
Last of the episode.
Which is funny because down the line, we don't have to. And again, we're not doing these podcasts like scene by scene. We're trying not to. We're just talking about it.
Yeah.
He's kind of turning into a douchebag by the end of the show.
Oh yeah, you see the progression.
Yeah.
Like he comes off like super cool because then when he's with Falcon and Bucky when they were just like. What happened? He saved them, right?
So he shows up during the fight scene on the trucks.
Exactly.
And, bro, they're so dorky. Oh, my God. He's such a dork. It's so funny because him and then his buddy, Battlestar or
Is that
whatever.
Battlestar?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's hilarious.
Dude.
They both land and they go like, yeah. And then he's like, Sam Wilson, Captain America, John Walker. Like, he's such a dork,
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love it.
So funny.
But pretty much Captain America shows up during that scene and saves Sam and Bucky. But then he gets his freaking butt handed to him by the girl, which is a super soldier. So up until that point, I thought maybe he was lying about being a super soldier, because he was throwing like Cap's shield around and stuff like that. So I was thinking like, oh, he probably is lying, but he has the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
But no, he got his butt handed to him by the flag smasher girl. You remember she punched him off the truck?
Oh yeah.
So I think later on in the other episodes we're gonna see him wanting to get the super soldier serum, John Walker, and I'm jumping ahead of myself right now, but down the line we'll see because the whole storyline I feel like is the flag smashers are stealing super soldier serums from this company.
And that's what I was gonna say. So because in the beginning of the episode the whole reason why Sam and Bucky were there, right, was because they were taking vaccines.
That's what they called it. I think that's what they think it is vaccine, but I think they're stealing super soldier serums. Yeah.
But from who then? My bigger question is where are they taking it from? You know.
Okay, so a name drop, and this is one of the notes that I have. I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
Apparently, when they were loading everything onto the planes and the people were showing up, they said the power brokers are on their way, and that's what they're called. The power brokers. And it was like in the comics, the power broker, like you go to him if you have a bunch of money, and he'll give you superpowers. Pretty much, that's what they are. So I think the version of that in the MCU is going to be these people have super soldier serums, and if you have enough money, they'll make you one. But the Flag Smashers are stealing it. Which I guess since we're talking about it, I could go right into it. Is when John Walker picked up Falcon and Sam when they were walking after that funny little banter.
Yeah,
they were talking about the GRC, and Gabriel, can you look that up? GRC Marvel. I forgot what it stands for. It's like Global Something Commission or something like that. They're talking about this organization that's helping everybody who blipped back. They're pretty much the organization who's taking care of that. Funding, everything. And we find out that they are funding John Walker and him being Captain America. They're also a part of that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what they talked about in the driving in the trucks. And I think maybe the GRC has connection to the power brokers, or maybe they're the same person. That this organization is really trying to take over and take advantage of the situation from the blip, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about with the company and the super soldier, and I think that will be the driving plot throughout the rest.
That's going to be like the main villain per se, right?
It's super soldier serum.
Yeah,
pretty much. It's going to be layering over the whole rest of the series. So yeah,
I was also thinking about it too, on my car ride here. I was thinking I think there's going to be a connection, obviously, between where what's his name, the new Captain America. What's his name again?
John Walker.
Or
you could call him U.S. Agent because in the comics that's his name, or Captain America if you want to.
Cap. But the new Cap and all. I definitely see them him getting a connection with the Flag Smashers, and I thought your reasoning when you were saying he wanted that power after fighting them there would be the driving factor. I think that's a really good.
Yeah.
I
could for sure see that happening.
I can for sure see I could see that theory coming true. So
him and his buddy. I bet.
But it's so weird though because he's not because what I'm not getting here is he just kind of like Black Widow where he's just amazing at martial arts and super strong or because the new Cap. Because
Captain America. That's what I'm thinking.
He punch through a cement wall or something or no or what did he do? He did something crazy.
He's just when they were talking about him on the news thing, they said that his body was amazing and they were studying it. So maybe he's just your perfect person.
I know, but I thought he did something else because I know
he was throwing the shield around,
the shield and shit,
which I always thought Steve could only do it because he was a super soldier, but we also see Sam doing it too.
Sam did it.
Well, in the trailers for the show.
Oh,
I said commercials, but the trailers.
Yeah, the trailers. He's doing that too, so maybe anybody could do it. Steve just...
So what? I can magically just get a shield and just throw it?
I don't know. Maybe it's super light. Vibranium might be just super light and you can throw it. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
So at first I was thinking, maybe he is just super soldier, but he's lying about it, like I said. But when he got his butt kicked, I bet we see him going down that path, Jeez, like that. I'm so sorry.
What you do?
Where were we going from there?
Talking about how you said that you realized he didn't have the super soldier serum because he got ass kicked by that one chick that they thought was a.
And her name is Carly something. So in the comics, there was a guy named the Flag Smasher. It was just one person, and his name was Carl something. I forgot the last name. We see it though in the episode. Her name is Carly something, so they just changed that character a little bit. Yeah. What I wanted to get to is Bucky, very interesting. Like even character development just through this one episode, things I never even thought of. When he was looking at the new Captain America on the speech, you know how they had him like staring at the TV or whatever. I think he's gonna kill John Walker.
No.
I really think that's gonna, bro.
You think so?
The way he looked at him, bro, like he wanted to kill him. And then you see him talking to Sam, like, let's just take the shield. Like, let's just do it ourselves. When they were flying back from the mission,
Yeah.
he was like, let's just do it, you know? Because think about it. Bucky right now has no purpose at all. His only tie from being, like, super old in the super soldier serum was Steve. Now he's dead. So his, like, he's lacking purpose right now. And then when they were in the therapy session, talking to the therapist, when she asked him, like, or what irritates you about Sam? And then he said, like, why'd you give up the shield? This and that. It was so powerful when he was like, because if Steve was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me.
Oh, yeah.
And then you see, like, at first everyone thought, like, oh, no, Bucky would know that, like, Sam would obviously be Captain America, but no. Like, Bucky is lacking purpose, and maybe he was supposed to be Captain America, and Steve was wrong about him. Man, that was so crazy for me.
Tight. That was tight.
Seeing his character development is awesome, and what they're doing with him. But he's for sure killing him. I think John Walker's going to die. I do think that in the next couple of episodes, because we see Sam and Bucky with the shield in the trailer, and I could even see by next episode, John Walker dies. By next or the one after that, he dies. I'll put my money on the table right now.
I don't think he's going to die. No, wait.
50.
I think he does die. However, he's not going to die the way that you're saying it, like Bucky takes his life.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a situation where, they're going to have to, like, somehow, something will go wrong, something will go right, and there's going to be a choice where Bucky is about to kill him, but I can see the character, growth with him not killing him.
Okay.
To finally right his wrongs, because
gotcha.
the whole
That's true.
From what I'm going off of the first episode, you really see that Bucky is trying. Yeah. That's why you see him with the old man, the old Asian man, and
trying to right his wrongs.
Trying to right his wrongs. So I can totally see that he's going back to his old ways, thinking about killing John Walker because of what he's doing to obviously Steve's image. But no, the show is gonna not let him kill him, and something might happen actually to Bucky. I think.
Okay, I can see that.
I can definitely see that.
Well, John Walker's gonna get the shield. Yeah, of course you could talk, man. You have a microphone. Go ahead.
You gonna raise your hand?
What if the Flag Smashers, someone in Flag Smashers, like the main villain, kills him?
Maybe.
What if he just kills him and everybody's like, that's not Captain America,
Yeah, I think he's gonna be gone.
I think he will die in the series though. Like he's not gonna come out.
From what we know from like leaked footage and stuff, somebody saw they were able to filming John Walker with the shield smashing somebody over and over again. So that's I don't know if he dies and gives up the shield or if he's going to like maybe kill somebody and they have to take away the shield. I don't know what's going to happen, but he's going to break. He's going to snap because you could already see him
snaps on his friend
doing that. One of my favorite dialogues just things that were said in episode 2 was when they came out of the therapy session and then he got their attention with the cop car. When they were talking about the Flag Smashers and what they were going to do and they needed to join forces, Bucky said, like, things are really intense for you, huh? When he said that to him, and that pissed him off. Like, he stared at him like, I don't know. We're going to see him snap because he is, like, overwhelmed by being Captain America and feels like he needs to do all these right things. And
well, he says it in the beginning of the show with that one girl. Like, he was like, he felt the pressure and he didn't know if he could do it.
So he's going to snap and freaking go crazy. They showed him use a gun in the show. Captain America would never do that, up until that point. He used it in the first movie, when they were fighting the war and stuff, but when he came back, like, that's not like America. Captain America wouldn't shoot somebody like that,
He got the shield. Than a bullet.
And this dude, man, I love how they're building him because when they were even driving with Sam and Bucky, they told Sam that he hacked into Red Wing. They're like, you can't do that. And he was like, well, technically that's the government's property and technically the government, like
That was funny.
He's
I
like
really
he's
did like that.
it's almost like he's abusing his power already for being Captain America, which is like straight from the headlines, of like our actual life or in actual real world politics.
Oh, yeah.
And then
did you just like him from the beginning?
yeah, he looked like a dork.
He literally
looked
said
like
that. Yeah, we were in the middle of watching it. We see it, and all I hear is Jesse in the background. He's like, "What a dork!
What a dork, bro!
This guy looks lame.
It was actually bad.
You don't deserve the shield.
I could see.
That was for Steve.
That was only Steve's shield."
The first episode and the beginning of the second episode, I was like, "This guy's actually trying." Why is everybody hating on him?
Yeah. Well, that's what they did. They gave him
The end of episode 2, I was like, okay.
They give him some depth.
hope he
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this dude's like, he's a good guy.
Oh yeah, well, because when I was watching that first part, I was like, "Oh, okay, he can be Cap.
Yeah.
Why not?"
Yeah, exactly.
But obviously, they're just putting out his best foot for it.
And I thought he looked good as Cap during the interview with his blonde hair. Like he looks like Captain America, like a version of that.
Yeah.
Well, the actor came out today. He said this today that he auditioned for Captain America like 12 years ago and didn't
really?
get that role, but now he finally landed this role, which is so cool. But another thing was when Bucky got arrested, which we need to talk about the Isaiah scene.
yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
So there's more out there.
Oh heck yeah. Well, we'll dive deep into that story.
Yeah.
But Bucky got arrested for missing his therapy session.
Oh yeah.
And when he comes out, Captain America dude like showed up and he was like, yeah, Bucky doesn't have to go to those anymore. Like we released him from that or whatever. And she was like, the therapist was like, I didn't authorize that. And she was like, who did that? And he was like, me. Like,
I thought he was so cool.
yeah, dude. Like this dude's such a douchebag. Like this dude needs some therapy sessions. This dude's like mentally unstable.
Messed up, dude.
It's crazy.
Messed up.
Okay, but do you want to talk about the Isaiah scene?
Oh yeah.
Amazing. Go ahead.
So what led them to go to Isaiah? I forgot again.
They
were talking
had
about
no
it, right?
after they got beat up by the Flag Smashers and stuff like that. They like had no leads pretty much. Like they didn't know where to go from that. So Bucky was like, "Well, there is another super soldier."
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Because then they were questioning like, why so strong or whatever, and then that's why they go to Isaiah, right?
Yeah.
So they go there. They go find Isaiah's house, right, or whatever. They knock, and you said the kid that answers, right? Who was he again?
I'm gonna probably be wrong on this, but on the Young Avengers, there's a African American kid named the Patriot, and that's him. Like that's supposed to be him,
really?
that actor, yeah. Who is now that we see like the son or grandson of Isaiah,
Yeah.
which is perfect. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Marvel's doing this so perfectly. So that kid is going to show up in Young Avengers when that finally happens as a Captain America presence,
Yeah.
So Isaiah, we find out, is in the comics. How about we break this down in the comics?
Okay.
Isaiah is playing this guy named, I think also his name is Patriot or something like that. And basically what Marvel did all the way back then was in the comics, they said, okay, we're going to have this guy named Isaiah something. And the government experimented on all these African American men against their will to try to recreate Steve. They wanted another super soldier. Yeah, against their will. Everybody died except Isaiah. So Isaiah, even after got experimented on and didn't want to be part of it, he became Captain America. Well, not really. He fought for the government. For America. He would be their Captain America and use him. And during one of the missions, he thought he represented Captain America. So he took the Captain America suit and put it on during that mission. When he got back, they arrested him for 30 years for stealing the Captain America suit and put him away and never talked about him.
Oh, wow.
Which is crazy. And that's what Marvel's doing now. And during the speech, he says, like, well, okay, this was so cool. Bucky, he was like, yeah, we met a long time ago. And then he was like, if by met you mean I kicked your ass, then yeah. And apparently him and Bucky during the Vietnam War, they ran into each other. We dropped him off to go take care of the Winter Soldier, and he said that he took half his arm with him. I want to see that fight, bro. That would be dope. Oh my God.
That'd be cool.
So I love that world building. But we find out that he was arrested for 30 years after being a hero, which is so so strong, you know, like that's touchy topics, and Marvel's doing it so well. They're doing it so well. Even when Bucky said, he's like, I'm not a killer anymore. And then he was like, do you think you could just wake up and decide what you want to be? And then he's like, well, maybe folks like you, you know.
Oh yeah, he did. When he said that, and I was thinking like, my initial response or thought is, you know, of like, just like the, you know, the race kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But then I started thinking, you know, like Hydra? Like, yeah, like too. Marvel thing. But obviously, you know, I guess they're throwing it out there, so it could be either.
Yeah.
Whatever the viewers thinking.
But that's how they're dancing on that line so perfectly. Mm. Like, and they're doing it. They are doing it, and they're not afraid to do this.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. They're dancing on the line. And then right after that, when Falcon walks out and he's telling Bucky, he's like, why did nobody know about him? You know, like nobody. And then Steve thought, or no, he was like, did Steve know about him? Bucky's like, no, I didn't tell him. I thought he'd been through enough. But like, that's not Bucky's right to say that, you know? Like,
well, I mean, what Bucky was, isn't this the time while Bucky's still mind controlled or no? When? Right?
Oh, during all that. No. But what I'm trying to say is that when Bucky came back and wasn't mind controlled, like that, it wasn't his right to say that he didn't need help. You know
that too. And Bucky was going through so much things. I mean,
he was also sure.
You know, like,
sure for the argument for Bucky.
If we're talking about the argument for Bucky, that and also that too. He probably did have that go through his mind, but yeah. I didn't even think about it like that until you just said it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets arrested, and then we go to the therapy session, and we already talked about that. Well, Sam, after Bucky said, if Steve was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me. Sam was like, well, can anybody respect the fact that I thought what I was doing was right, you know, by like letting the shield die with Steve, which was also awesome. And he was like, I don't got time for this, bro. Bounce.
Hold up. Before we go any further, what did you think was the best thing?
About what?
Like, what do you think would have been the best decision with the shield?
Oh, with the shield?
Well, I never really asked you that, and I kind of want to know.
I think, the argument when it was only Endgame that was out was that Bucky has been, like, very unstable these past years, so Steve would have wanted to give him the shield just in case he turned bad again, you know, or mind controlled. He would have the shield, you know. Mm-hmm. So, sure, Falcon would be the runner-up for that. He was like by Steve's side the whole time, like for 2 years on the run with him. We didn't even see that happen. He was a soldier himself.
So you thought like
Falcon would be the next
in your perfect mind. Falcon would. I agree for sure too. I totally agree. I just I never knew what you thought.
Yeah. I think it's cool, but I think it's cool to see the conflict with Bucky being like, oh, maybe like I could have done that, you know, like why'd you give it away? Like if you give it away, I was the one that was supposed to get it, kind of a thing, you know. Yeah. And that's very interesting.
You think so? You think he had that? Because what did he initially tell him?
The only reason why I think he has that is because right now, like I said, like he's lacking purpose. Like he literally he's like 106. He's already lived an entire life. It wasn't like Steve where he was just frozen for those 70 years and came back. No, this dude was like being used to be an assassin, mind-controlled assassin, and then come back and was frozen. And he actually lived through all that, and he remembers all that. So this dude is like been through it, you know. Mm-hmm. So that would be my argument. So finally have purpose, you know.
Have purpose.
Past just killing people and being a horrible person.
Yeah.
So I find that all very fascinating. What else haven't we talked about?
The Flag Smashers. We haven't really delved deep into their group.
No.
What I did notice when I was looking through, like, just when they were having their dialogue between them, when they're in their safe house with that one person that supports them. So we see like the supporters are willing to help even like the terrorist group, because obviously there's the people that believe them but are probably not doing their activities, but like house them and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see that anyways. But what I was trying to go to was that you see, because you know their whole thing is that they want to be under one flag, that you see these different ethnicity people from different regions of the world, because you have the main, Carly, she sounds like she's from like UK, something like that. And then I think there was like an Indian dude, and like you see like there's a bunch of them like kind of So you really see the representation of the whole thing, like under one flag.
Yeah,
which is the blip.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
that was really cool.
I thought one of the lines that they said was awesome. They said the world cares more about the people who were blip back than the people who were left to stay.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like that's powerful. Like yeah, that would make sense why you would be mad and you would want to go back the way things were because all these horrible people weren't in office and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then they all come back and all of a sudden they resume their roles like nothing happened. Like that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But it's such a realistic approach to what would happen if that really did happen. Love it. Marvel's freaking killing it, man.
That was cool.
I want to see more. Oh, bro, we didn't even talk about when Winter Soldier showed up to go. Well, okay, when they first jumped off the plane and stuff like that. The banter between those were hilarious. I was laughing so hard. It was like a little time in Wakanda, and you turn out to be a White Panther.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
And then when he showed up,
when the one kid, when he told him he's Black Falcon,
oh, yeah. He's like, "No, my daddy said you Black Falcon." I was like, "Ha!" But yeah, that did its job too.
That is so funny.
What did he say? So, Bucky was like, Bucky was like, I could take care of him because I'm up here, I'm way ahead of you, and then Falcon shows up. He was like, "Oh, hey, dude." He was like, "Oh, what I missed? Nothing." That was hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, they're freaking discussions between the two of them was just so funny.
This series is 100% better than I thought it was gonna be.
You think so? Already?
Yeah.
It already exceeded your expectations?
100%.
Well, yeah, because I mean, from what I was thinking about it before, just based off trailers and stuff, I really thought, we're not gonna get a WandaVision. It's gonna be more like action pack, less story thing, which is kind of what it's been.
Yeah.
It's a lot of action, which I love, by the way, because it's all hand to hand combat. Looks really cool. But yeah, I think so too. I think the story's going off really well.
Yeah.
We just got to see what's gonna go on.
Exactly. With Zemo.
Oh yeah, that's what they end off on, right?
So that's probably next episode.
Next episode,
which is
yeah.
exciting. Yeah. All right, man. I think we're good.
Yeah, if you're good, I'm good.
All right, y'all. See you next week.